Here we go, people. A round 2 battle featuring one of the high-profiled fighters, Dylan R99, going up against Jgrahamj. Here we go. Buckle up.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you listening?
Ricky J. Sparks.
Hey, what's going on, people? Here we go. We've got Dylan R99, and for all you guys that don't know, Dylan R, he's like always flirting in the top 10 of the PS4 leaderboards, and he's facing basically a guy that is an unknown, Jgrahamj. So let's see how he does, man. And it seems like Dylan, Ed Parker, and I think Aaron 21, they love using good old Conor McGregor. So it looks like starting out here, Graham is a little gun shy, but that's okay, man. He's got to feel out and see what Dylan has to offer. And a lot of these top tier guys, they mute out the crowd, the commentary. Please let me know why. Is that because they are featured on ESFL? But none of these guys have Rogan, Anik, or the crowd screaming, "Put him in a body bag." Oh, and Graham's injured. Graham is hurt. And Dylan has that same kind of style that Aaron has. Is they just know how to cut off the cage. Look at him. Great little footwork, cutting off the cage, not giving Graham an inch. Graham's just trying to get away. Oh, nice. That's a good way of getting out of it, is fire right back. But you don't want to be involved in a gun show, in a draw. You know, Red Dead Redemption's coming out soon, man. I'm so pumped up for that. You don't want to be involved in a straight draw with guys like Dylan, Ed Parker, Aaron. We're still yet to witness a major upset in this tournament, which I'm waiting for. My good buddy Sliverine Killer, he lost his first fight, and then he managed to be the champion that he is and fight right back and win his next 2 fights in his battle. But that was the only fight that I thought there was going to be a little bit of an upset, but he managed to battle back. But right now what I'm seeing is Dylan is a very accurate, patient fighter. And his footwork is what amazes me. And I know the casual person that's watching right now would be like, whatever, I don't see anything different. But his ability to kind of cut the cage off and keep his opponent against the cage where he wants him. You know what I mean? He has that ability. And I like how he's not rushing it. And even though Graham kind of hit him with a couple of shots, oh my gosh, is it over? Oh, he's saying good night. Dylan's a character. Like, I don't know Dylan, but just seeing him fight right here, he has a great sense of humor. Yeah, but as I was saying, though, even though Graham hit him up with a couple of shots, his stamina is way down. And Dylan's stamina is way up. And that's Dylan's ability to only strike when his stamina is at the top. I'm noticing some of these guys in this tournament that they're throwing heavy haymakers when their stamina is like midway. You want to wait till that stamina is replenished. You know what I mean? Keep it up. And look at that differential right there. And this is where we may see Dylan have a little fun, but good on Graham for trying to go for a takedown. But I noticed like Dylan wasn't really off balanced, and those takedowns are made when your opponent is way off balance. And he gets it. Nice. Graham gets side control, but immediately loses that spot. And this is where Graham, I was going to say, should be, because you don't want to be within striking range against against Dylan. And right now, Graham is hurt. It's hard to tell if the guy's hurt because you don't hear Rogan and Anik screaming. Oh. But now Graham, basically, he's becoming a punching bag, but he can fire back. I would just throw wild haymakers. There you go. Oh, no. And Dylan... Dylan's just showing mercy right here. He wants a highlight reel knockout. Oh, and down he goes. He does not want to finish him. And remember when... I don't know who it was. I think it was Aaron. Yeah, Aaron 21. He received some negativity in the comments. And Dylan's doing the same. But you know what? My argument is you're allowed to have fun, man. This is just a game. This is not real life. It's not real life. And down he goes again. Down he goes again. And look at this. And Graham like went to get a coffee or something. He just does not want to get up. It doesn't even... Okay, it looks like he's back. Oh, and there it is. It's over. You knew that was coming. Dylan strutting his stuff, showing some unbelievable stand-up game. Great stand-up, great footwork. But let's see if Graham could regroup here. You know, he only lost one fight. Ask Sliverine Killer, man. He came back in his fight. You know, I can't see why you can't come back in this one. But you're facing a tough guy in Dylan. Let's get in on the second fight, people. And here we go. Can you believe it? Already, I am losing my mind because Dylan is using my favorite fighter in UFC 2, and that's Ben Killer B Saunders. And that is awesome. And I know Dylan, man. He is using Ben because he knows that Ben Saunders is one of my favorite fighters, man. So let's see how he does because he's using... I don't know if Ben... I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong on this one, but I don't know if Ben's a C fighter or a B fighter, but... Ben Saunders in UFC 3 is not a top tier guy to use. I used to say that he was a dark horse in UFC 2, but I don't think so in UFC 3. And he's facing Colby Covington, and Covington is a great wrestler. So let's see if Graham will utilize some wrestling. What I would do in this situation is let Dylan throw some kicks, catch a kick, take him down, or let him whiff on a kick, and then go for a takedown. And he's not setting up the clinch action. And right away, Dylan knows that he's clinch happy. See, right there, you see that? I wouldn't be throwing. I would be waiting. Waiting for an ill-advised kick and go for the takedown. And right now, what I'm noticing is Graham is kind of being a little desperate right here. Tried to go for a takedown. Went for a couple of clinch attempts. There you go. See, there you go. Now let's see what Graham could do. Now a lot of people don't know that Ben Saunders, he's good off of his back, man. He's got rubber guard action. He's got good submissions. So a lot of people think, oh, you know, using Ben Saunders, he's just a Muay Thai guy. No, he's got some good skills on his back. But right here, finally, we're seeing Graham in his element. Doing some good things, getting in some good positions. Good thought to get into the crucifix right there, but it was denied by Dylan. And let's see what kind of ground game Dylan has. And usually with these top guys, you see them. Look at this nice little scoring points, posturing up right here. But you see these top guys just mauling people on the feet. You don't get to see them in vulnerable positions like you're seeing Dylan right here. And he gets the mount again. But Dylan transitions right away. Oh, and he's going for a triangle. And let's see what he's got. One of my good buddies, I don't know if he watches my channel, but my good... well, he's not my good buddy, but I do know him, Retro Rocky. Oh my god. He has that ability of submitting guys when they have full stamina. And if you're watching this, Retro Rocky, I hope all is well, big man. You are an amazing player at this game. I wish he was in this tournament. But Retro Rocky's the type of guy that if he gets you in a submission, there's no way out. If you have full stamina or not. And Dylan looks like he's at that caliber where he's trying to submit him with full stamina. And look at those bars. Like, Oh, he messed up on that one. But, you know, these really good guys, these really good grapplers have an ability of just stifling you when it comes to the submission game. And I think Dylan is looking for submission. I think in future tournaments, if we have future tournaments, I should have an incentive for submissions, because you don't really see a lot of submissions in this game. But I've been practicing my submission game, and yeah, it's nothing's better than when you submit somebody. Especially when you're doing the quick matches. I like doing a lot of quick matches to try things out. And I submitted a guy by getting his back, and it was only 2 gates, man. And he won a rematch right away. And part of me was like, submit him and then don't offer him a rematch. But I offered him a rematch. But yeah, if you haven't been using quick matches to try to diversify your game, do it, man. So right now, Graham, he's got to knock all that stuff off, man. Stop throwing those kicks. Like, you could argue he won that first round. He's got to do what I was saying. Wait for a kick, wait for a off-balance strike, and then go for that takedown and continue to grind like Kobe Covington did. Oh, but he can't be standing there against Dylan. But he's got to fight like the real Covington against Dos Anjos, man. He didn't give him an inch. There. Oh, he gets it. Nice. Catches the kick and then gets it. Let's see. Graham's a good grappler. He's a good grappler. But let's see what Dylan does now. And he's just waiting to see what Graham has in store. He's not really setting things up, and this could be the beginning of the end, people. Look at Graham's stamina's low, Dylan's stamina's high. Nice! Graham is not quitting. And this is round 2, man, so Graham's had a taste of victory. He's not going to just go down. So again, let's see if he becomes grapple heavy and counters by going for takedowns. Nice little strike right there. But I don't think you should be doing that. Go for the takedown. Because he's going to be wasting stamina. I think the only way that Graham could win is if he gets those takedowns and keeps the position. But this is where he is definitely at a disadvantage. And then using Ben Saunders, you know, he has that strike, he has that reach advantage. Oh. Oh, and he's hurt. And again, that Dylan's footwork is coming into play. Dylan, you gotta email me and give me some strategies on your footwork, man. Just cutting off the cage nicely. And again, he's not trying to win the fight on one punch. He's just slowly just picking away. Not trying to do too much. Not trying to expose himself against this grappler. Oh! And again, after the bell. But, yeah, you got to give that round to Dylan on that one. But kudos to Graham for really hitting the reset button and fighting a different fight. He knew after that first fight that he can't hang with Dylan. And now he's grapple heavy. And I feel like he's making this fight more competitive. And respect to Dylan for using Ben Saunders. I don't think there'll be another Ben Saunders sighting in this tournament. Prove me wrong. If you're still in this tournament, prove me wrong. But I don't think we'll see a Ben Saunders. If you're really, if you really got some stones, I want to see a Diego Sanchez sighting. That would be awesome. While you're at it, use Bruce Buffer. So let's see what happens. Oh, the flying knee. And I would like to see Graham kind of just circle away from that cage after Dylan's combos end. And you got to be careful. I think Saunders has that jumping guillotine. I'm not sure. But look at him. Everywhere he goes, he's cutting that cage up. There we go. And Graham's loading up. He's loading up. He's looking for that one shot. And in UFC 3, it could happen. It's not like UFC 2 where you gotta get in with the magic combos. This is different. You could win on one big shot. If your opponent's loading up for something and you catch him, it could end. So some of you guys are thinking, oh, you know, Dylan has it in the bag. You just never know, man. Anything's possible. But it looks like he's abandoned his wrestling, which, I don't know, I felt like, I was going to say, I felt like he was doing well. And Graham's good, man. Say what you want, Graham is good. When you're facing one of the top 5 best guys in the world, and he's doing a great job, man. And he's rocked Saunders. Dylan's rocked. He's got to back away. Oh, and he's hurt. Oh, no way. Just like that, it's over. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable job by good old Dylan. Respect for using Ben Killaby Saunders, but respect goes to Graham, guys. Come on, give it up for Graham in the comment section. He did well, man, especially in that second fight. I would have liked to see him be more grapple heavy, especially having that advantage using Covington against Saunders, but what are you going to do? So Dylan, Big Daddy Dylan is moving on, and look at that. Whoever wins between Quabs and Heisenberg will have a tough time against Dylan. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this tournament. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. This is Ricky J, man, from Ricky J Sports, and you are awesome.